Hello and welcome to an album a day, day number 294, going through the vinyls one at a time, running down to the last few. But guys, today we are going back to 1984 to a movie that there's a good chance most of you watching this video would have seen, and I'm talking about, of course, Beverly Hills Cop. I know, you can already hear that synthesizer starting up. It's just already creeping right in. But you know what? There's actually a lot of really good songs on this soundtrack. But first, let's take a look at what we have here. So we've got excellent condition, by the way. Thank you once again, Mark Roback, for this incredible package of albums. It's fantastic. These are in such great shape. Just a little bit of ring wear, just the slightest amount, very understandable. But yeah, some really good artists on here. Don't remember if there was a slip cover or not. Yep, just a generic one. It's got a little bit of a split here at the bottom that you can't see because it's not, there we go. Yeah, just a little bit of a split there at the bottom, but that's okay. And I do love this label, the MCA Records, because this was how I had the original copy I had of Jesus Christ Superstar was on MCA. So whenever I see this, I always think about that, especially with the rainbow. I think my Muppets albums originally were on MCA as well. Very nice though, the album, perfect condition. But we got some great stuff here. I mean, we start off with Patti LaBelle with New Attitude. Great energetic song, certainly brings me right back to the early 80s. Then we get Don't Get Stopped in Beverly Hills. We have Do You Really, and then Want My Love is in parentheses, Emergency, and of course, Neutron Dance. Classic song from this film. Then, and I would have thought that the song we end with is the song that we would have started with, but it's not. So we'll get there. But side two, we get The Heat Is On, Glenn Frey, killer track. Man, that was like all over the radio waves and MTV. We get Gratitude by Danny Elfman. We get Stir It Up by Patti LaBelle. Rock and Roll Me Again. I hate that title, but it's a cool song by The System. And then we end with, of course, the famous song from this whole series. You all know it. It's probably what you were thinking of as soon as I told you what the movie was. Axel F. Really killer group of artists and songs. I mean, it's a great soundtrack. Movie is really good. It's one I enjoyed. I actually enjoyed the whole series until the recent remake, or I should say newest movie in the series. You know, for me, and I can only speak for myself, the problem that I have with a lot of these things, Happy Gilmore was like this too, the new Happy Gilmore, is that they just try too hard to capture either the nostalgia instead of saying, okay, here's where they are in modern times. They try to capture that time frame again, you know. They also will try and just get as many things from the original movie into the new movie so you can go, I remember that. And I really think the stories tend to suffer for that. So there's that. Then they try to get like all these little cameos from people that were in the first movie, and they don't often fit into the new story. They're really forced in, making them just like pointless little scenes in the movie. They're really not very good for me, you know, for my taste and my opinion. But I just feel like they're very forced. I was so excited. I was looking forward to Happy Gilmore, and then that happened. When I found out there was a new Beverly Hills Cop movie, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. That's awesome. I liked that the storyline was somewhat advanced, but I don't know. It's just trying too hard to. It's not the 80s anymore. You have to say, this is who these people are in today's world. Their life has changed so much, just like anybody who has lived that many years. You're not the same person. You're not, you know, not even maybe in the same city, but your life has certainly changed. You dress differently. You think differently if you've matured at all. You have different attitudes and all that. So yeah, I think they try too hard to encapsulate the characters to where we know them from to make them identifiable and not allow them to move on. And I think that's the biggest mistake that they make in these new films that come out 20, 30, 40 years after the series or individual film that we've loved. So, however, the soundtrack to this movie is kick-ass. Check it out, Beverly Hills Cop. Thanks again, Mark Roback. Please, guys, check out the 70s Weekly Countdown with Mark and Pete. You can find it on every podcast catcher possible. And go check it out. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.